And I know my streaming schedule is really, really bad, and I'm really sorry about that. But I'm live, and that's all that matters. Today is July 9th, 2021. It is currently 3:31 p.m. in Los Angeles, California, in the United States of America. As you can see here, it is a whopping 91 goddamn fucking degrees. Oh my god, it is hot. It is hot, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. It has been so hot. I fucking hate the LA weather. Like I just sweat way too much and it's so hot. Anyway, we have some news here you can see at the top here. I haven't prepared for anything. Well, this is what I prepped, but I haven't pre-read anything, nor have I been really keeping up with the news as much as I wanted to lately. And I'm really sorry about that. And I do apologize. But here we are. As you can see by the title, I put Donald Trump Jr. is live. And he is. He's right here. As you can see, he's live. I'm not listening to him at the moment. I barely found out he was live like, I don't know, like 3 minutes ago. And I clicked on it, obviously, because how the fuck am I not gonna watch this buffoon be live and talk to his fucking apes? But we're gonna watch Donald Trump Jr. live. I was gonna get into the news, but I can't. Dude, Trump Jr. is live. You expect me to not watch him? You're crazy. You're a crazy person. But anyway, enough of my talking. I'm gonna actually just shut off the music and listen to him. So yeah, let's get into it, dude. I want to hear what the fuck he has to say. It's a bunch of nonsense, but nonetheless, it's gonna be entertaining.
You knocked up a couple years ago, right?
I have no idea what he's talking about right now.
Am I right?
No idea.
Yeah. Because I have a feeling if it was me, I would not be absolved. You like that? Okay, good.
Bro.
Hey, we have to have some fun.
Bro.
You know, the conservatives
He's so
have been pretty bad for
cringy.
4 years, right?
He is so cringy.
We can actually have fun and still make our points.
By the way, I'm going to give my thoughts on Donald Trump Jr. right now. He is so cringy. Donald Trump Jr. is so cringy and he's so sad and he seems so pathetic. I'm sorry. I have a sad life too, but his life seems very sad.
RSVP
Like,
for an event.
look, I'm sorry. I would just talk for a moment. I know he's talking. Donald Trump Jr. seems like the type of guy that just wants everyone to like him by bullying other people and making fun of other people. He's like that kid in high school that was always a fucking asshole and no one really liked him, but they kind of pretended to like him because they didn't want to hurt his fucking feelings, and then he let the power go to his head. That's what Donald Trump Jr. seems like. He's such a little. Oh, I don't like him. He's so annoying.
We sat out there for 8 hours, and then it rained for 3
Again,
hours.
no idea
And
what
I
he's
don't mean
talking about.
drizzle like we're seeing today. I mean like torrential downpour. And I asked our guys, I go, man, I'm gonna get on. And, like, I'm gonna be speaking to an empty crowd. They go, no, sir. 137 people went inside to dry off because there was a little concession area. But they're 8 hours on a holiday weekend plus 3 hours of rain.
This guy moaned at least this loud.
This is a movement.
Thanks for the follow.
I got on that stage and I was like, wow, it's a pretty good crowd. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so as we can see, he is bragging about the size of the crowd that he has. Good on him. He has a bunch of fucking chuds listening to him talk.
6 inches of elevation change over a 20-mile area, right? So I'm getting up on the stage. I was like, okay, beautiful crowd, incredible bandstand. So I'm getting up on the stage. I'm just looking, and it just going. Because these guys get it. They understand what's happening.
Bro, what?
They're sick of watching their country get taken away. They're sick of a narrative.
Here he goes.
Anti-American.
He's gonna start.
An administration that seems to be
Hell yeah, brother!
other than
Hell yeah! Tell him how it is, brother!
But they've seen it again, right? We've talked about it. Defund the police. That was Republicans, right?
Bro, what?
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, oh, great. Our media. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, it was Donald Trump's border crisis. Clearly. About a week after
To be fair, the border crisis has been around for a very long time, not only in the Trump administration, but also in the Obama administration, just so you know.
Take American jobs. You can come with COVID. It doesn't matter. We're going to shut you down from going to church, from going to school,
Not church, brother! Oh
running your
no!
business.
Not church!
If you're legal
No,
and you come here with COVID,
please.
we'll release you into the public. Go have fun. Have at it.
Wait, I thought these people didn't believe in COVID. Why is he talking about COVID 19 like he actually believed in it? I thought he was against COVID. Bro, Republicans, choose your side. You can't say that you're upset about letting people in with COVID when I thought you didn't believe in COVID. What happened?
Joe Biden's not against energy. Really? Check. What else are they lying to you about, guys?
Bro, he is so unfunny. I'm
Joe
sorry.
Biden's not going to be against the Second Amendment, right?
Who the fuck said that?
You don't need your fully semi-automatic 40-shot clip bag.
Literally, what is he talking about?
Joe Biden knows what the hell he's talking about. I love my fully semi-automatics.
Bro,
There's
here
no
he
such
is.
thing, folks, but they don't know
Bootlicking the NRA. Nice.
I love my AR-14.
Bro, it sounds like he's making fun of them.
You can't make this crap up. Guess what, guys? They're lying to you again about being moderate on the Second Amendment, right? Look at Chipman. They want to appoint the leader of the ATF, or the AFT, as Joe Biden would call it, because he can't remember.
Bro, come up with new, better
They want to
jokes.
appoint a guy that worked actively for the
Look, you can't make fun of people if you're just gonna say the same old jokes. Be original, bro. Come on.
Amendment rights. So I want all of you guys to call your senators.
Bro, I want to keep my gun, brother. You can't take it away from me.
Okay? I want you to speak to your senators in perhaps purple states, where you have Democratic senators that claim to
Bro.
be for the Second Amendment, like
Bro.
Manchin, like Tester.
Who the fuck said Joe Manchin is even Democratic, really? He's not. But whatever.
Your guns away, your AR-15. Even standard capacity mags would be illegal.
Hell no, brother.
Ask those guys.
You can't take my gun away.
Being for the Second Amendment. Their constituency is for the Second Amendment. But you can't be on both sides of this one, guys. You're going to have to make up your mind. They told the American public that Joe Biden was going to be a moderate for 9 months. Some people believed it because they hadn't seen what we've all seen.
No one ever said that. I would really like to know who the fuck said that Joe Biden is a moderate. He's not. Joe Biden's like basically almost a fucking Republican. What are you literally talking about?
They thought maybe, just maybe, he'll be the moderate. The media was happy to sell that narrative because they knew they could manipulate it. They'd get what they wanted out of it. We all now know that that's a lie. So we have to hold them accountable. So guys, stay in the fight, stay in the game, make sure you're in.
Yeah, bro. I'm a fucking cancel Democrats for not letting me want to keep my rifle.
And the Democrats are doing it, they're making it easy for us, folks. Right? Incompetent decision after incompetent decision. Fake soundbite after fake soundbite. Fake photo op after fake photo op, right?
What is he talking about?
Has Joe Biden done anything that didn't involve an ice cream parlor? No, seriously, I'm saying it's like my toddler. Like, Joe, if you get the line right.
Yeah, dude, if you like ice cream, you're a toddler. Excellent take.
Because we remember how big a deal 2 scoops was, right? But you know, Joe can't get through the line anyway.
Bro, come on, Fox News. Better your fucking audio.
Like
Come on.
Punishment otherwise. Like, come on. Anyway.
Bro, this guy's talking about absolutely nothing.
We need you there. And again, Texas sees it more clear than anyone, right?
What do you mean, Texas?
The humanitarian crisis going on at the border is a disgrace.
Also, when the fuck do these people ever give a shit? When the fuck do Republicans ever even give a shit about immigrants being in inhumane fucking conditions? You can't be a Republican and pretend like you give a shit about immigrant children and immigrant families at the border suffering. You can't do that. That's legal.
Here, so stay with it. I just want to thank you guys for all of the support. Honestly, it means the world to us. We're truly appreciative, and we will continue to be in this fight as long as you guys do.
Hell yeah, brother. That's what I'm talking about.
Contrary to popular belief,
Fuck yeah.
As a real estate developer from New York, it's not
Ill.
popular to be pro-2A, to be pro-conservative, but it doesn't matter because our country is worth fighting for.
What do you mean not
Our
popular? It
children
is.
worth fighting for. Our freedoms are worth fighting for.
Do it for the children!
And fight for them.
Hell yeah, brother!
Guys,
Fuck yeah! Bro. There you have it. That was very short. I mean, he was probably up there for like, I don't know. He was probably up there for like half an hour. Or like 40 minutes. He was probably up there. Talking about fucking nothing at all. Again, before I even started streaming, I noticed that he was live for like, I clicked on the live stream like 3 minutes before I started streaming myself. But it said he was up there for like 12 minutes before I even clicked on it. So I missed a good chunk of what he was saying, but honestly, I don't really care because he was most likely talking about fucking nothing at all. And look, all the Trumpers in the chat, vote, all the Trumpers going crazy. American Conservative Union, yeah, bro, I'm done with that. All right, thanks, Donald Trump Jr. Thank you very much for your fucking amazing insights. I love you. Yeah, that was Donald Trump Jr. I'm fucking done with him. Maybe next time I stream, I'll watch the VOD. I'm pretty sure Fox News will post it. Obviously, they'll most likely post the live stream of Donald Trump Jr. talking. But he was talking about fucking nothing. I mean, he's a fucking clown. That's really all he is. And I don't care if people get mad at me for fucking saying that. If you haven't noticed by now, I am not a Republican. Oh my god. He was talking about nothing, though. I kind of expected more. And he told some pretty shitty bad jokes that weren't even that funny. And I'm like, come on, man. Be more funny. But he's not his dad. Donald Trump Jr. will never be like his dad, and that's what he wants to be. He wants to be just like his daddy. You know, his dad who could actually draw a crowd and rally people together so they act fucking insane. That's the Donald Trump way, brother! Hell yeah. But, sadly, he has stopped, and I'm not gonna watch the rest of that. Fuck that. I just watched it for Donald Trump Jr. Are you kidding me? So, that's all I'm gonna talk about him. Now that I'm done with that and that's out of the way, we're actually going to start getting into the news. We're going to start immediately. We're going to kick off with the CDC. So, yeah, you know the CDC, they always bounce back and forth. But honestly, if you're confused about COVID, just look towards the CDC. I mean, even though it's kind of annoying, they keep changing their mind on stuff. But at the same time, we're in a very complicated situation. So be empathetic and understanding, okay? Don't go crazy. But we're going to get into this. CDC, fully vaccinated students and teachers do not need to wear masks in schools. Well, in school, singular. So, I'm pretty sure the title's self-explanatory, but we're going to read the article anyway. Why? Because I want to. The Centers for the Disease Control and Prevention said Friday that fully vaccinated teachers, students, and staff can return back to K-12 schools without wearing masks. The health agency updated its school guidelines to help guide state and local officials as well as administrators prepare for the fall term. The CDC says 2 people and up who are unvaccinated should continue to wear masks in school, particularly indoor and crowded settings. Students and teachers should also try to maintain at least 3 feet of physical distance to reduce transmission, according to the updated guidelines. So, as you can see here, if there's like, how much did they say? Like 2 kids? Like 2 people and up who are unvaccinated, who are indoors or something, keep distance, wear your mask. If you aren't vaccinated by now, I would highly advise you to get vaccinated. And don't feel bad. Don't feel bad if you're not vaccinated yet. Trust me, myself, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to lie. I'm not vaccinated yet either, but I want to get vaccinated very soon. But I can't get vaccinated right now because some things in my life are going on and it's kind of confusing and I have to travel to certain places, and I know I might sound like a hypocrite, but that's the truth. Getting vaccinated isn't as easy for me as it might be for other people who aren't like fucking crushed by busy work and stuff. But that's my own personal issues. We won't talk about that. But I will get vaccinated. I have to. So you should too. Everyone should be getting vaccinated. The guidance states that schools unable to reopen because they can't maintain appropriate spacings can consider other strategies, including indoor masking, testing, and enhanced ventilation. The new guidelines mark the first time the CDC has recommended that fully vaccinated students and teachers do not need to wear masks in the classroom. The update came amid an increasing number of COVID 19 cases linked to the more transmissible Delta variant in states across South and Southwest and Midwest. If you don't know what the Delta variant is, it's basically a mutation slash variant of the coronavirus. I'm not going to get into it because honestly, I'm not super educated on this variant, so I'm not going to touch on that. Depending on the levels of community spread and vaccination rates, schools may decline to universally mandate masks, the CDC said, adding that it is up to local officials to decide the best way to reduce and contain the virus. I mean, I guess, whatever. The CDC strongly recommended that those eligible to receive COVID 19 vaccine should get the shot to help facilitate in person instruction. Vaccination is currently the lead public health prevention strategy to end the COVID 19 pandemic. Promoting vaccination can help schools safely return to in person learning as well as extracurricular. Bro, I can't fucking read! God damn it! Extracurricular. I can't pronounce it. I have a kind of a stutter sometimes. Activities and sports, the CDC said in a statement. Also, I'm sorry for screaming. I get really fucking pissed off whenever I can't read something, which unfortunately happens a lot. I can't read. If you're new to this stream, I can't read. It's hard for me to read sometimes. Also, it's fucking hot in my room right now because I turned off my air conditioner. Fucking Christ. It's hot in here. Okay. The CDC stressed that its guidance to supplies local public health policies, not replace them, but it is also encouraging schools to allow all students to attend class in person, even if physical distance is not possible. The agency pointed to studies showing that schools were not a major source of COVID 19 transmission, especially when other precautions beyond distance were taken. Okay? Still, the guidelines recommend that schools dropping their first pandemic measures do so gradually in an effort to avoid triggering outbreaks. They should remove them one at a time to monitor closely. Okay, blah, blah, blah. While the nation's top teachers' unions backed the health agency's latest guidance on Friday, their local leaders, they're local. Where the fuck did I get locals from? Where did I read that? I just made that up in my head and assumed that was what it said. Their leaders expressed concerns about the fast-spreading Delta variant and urged schools to keep up safety measures deployed during the nation's deadliest encounters with the disease. Schools should be consistently and rigorously employing all the regular blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'm bored. Okay, the guidance confirms two truths: that students learn better in the classroom, and the vaccine remains our best bet to stop the spread of the virus and let our kids and educators fully back to those classrooms and in-person learning. I mean, yeah, that's pretty obvious. Doing online school fucking sucked for me because I'm about to be a high school graduate, and because I'm in high school still, and it was really hard for me to do well in school. It fucking sucked. So yeah, in-person learning is definitely way better than fucking online learning. That shit sucked. And it still sucks because I'm still doing it. We shared the growing concern over the Delta virus as well as the evolving science around COVID-19 transmission in young people, all of which made it incumbent. Oh my god, I can't fucking read. Upon school districts to remain committed both to vaccinations and to these safety protocols. Okay? And I guess that's it. It really just ended. Okay. That was an interesting ending. So yeah, that's your news on the CDC. CDC says wear masks in person when you're in the classrooms. Well, you shouldn't. My bad, my dumbass. You shouldn't wear masks anymore if you're vaccinated. But if you're not vaccinated, obviously still wear a mask. And I know last time some people kind of got confused. Like I saw on Twitter and like on Instagram, people were being like, well, they're saying we shouldn't wear masks, but then stores make us wear masks still. Here's the thing, if you're vaccinated, you do not have to wear the mask outside anymore, or even inside in some places. If you're confused, if you're going to go to a Target or a Walmart or something, ask the employees. Ask them if you have to wear a mask? Say that you're vaccinated. Show them your card that proves that you are vaccinated. If they say yes, that you do have to wear a mask, even if you're vaccinated, just to be safe, do that. Follow the rules. Listen to them. They have the right to tell you that. Don't get all upset. It's very simple. Just follow the rules. And if you're extra paranoid, continue wearing your mask. There's nothing wrong with that. We get it. COVID was a very scary thing that happened, and a lot of people fucking died from it. But that is all, and I'm moving on away from COVID. I'm done talking about that. Right now, we're going to talk about Joseph Robinette Biden. We're going to talk about the president. Biden launches assault on monopolies. This is a very, very aggressive title that they put. But yeah, this was posted today, I think. We're going to get into this. The article will obviously explain what they mean by assault on monopolies. Which, if you're a Democrat, or more further to the left, you know that title screams good things for us. The sweeping executive order takes aim at concentrated markets and industries, including agriculture, airlines, broadband, and banking, and includes efforts to lower drug prices and protect privacy. The White House announced a sweeping executive order Friday to promote competition throughout the U.S. economy, in the most ambitious effort to generations to reduce the stronghold of monopolies and concentrated markets in major industries. So yeah, you can see they posted this. They had this executive order Friday, which is today. Today is Friday. The order, whose details last week, also includes elements designed to lower the price of prescription drugs, protect customers' privacy, and increase scrutiny of abused businesses I'm stuttering so hard. Bro, I need help. Protect consumers' privacy and increase scrutiny of abuse business tactics in the tech industry. So if you don't know what this means, basically, obviously lower prescription drugs, which is really good. Protect consumers' privacy. Okay, so a lot of times businesses take your data. Sometimes they do it without even asking you. But because of this, it's going to help protect the customer's privacy rights so that the company doesn't steal your information or use your data to profit off of more sales and to advertise more sales to you and other people just like you. The effort makes a major push by President Joe Biden administration to focus on the competition as part of the economic recovery from the pandemic. It also offers a response to progressives' criticisms that the federal government has focused too much on supporting banks and other corporations without concern about the effect on consumers. Yeah, no shit. Who have watched their choices dwell over the years. Biden signed the order Friday afternoon. I mean, yeah, you already know the fucking government loves kissing the ass of corporations and big companies and like stuff like that. Bro, Republicans love saying that, brother, no, it's the Democrats. They love big tech. They love all this. It's like, when in reality, that's not really true. I mean, it kind of is, to be fair, but at the same time, it's not. It's like, are you stupid? Like, Republicans are like, okay, like, let's say Coca-Cola, for example, right? They're like, Coca-Cola loves the left, brother. They love Democrats. When in reality, things like Coca-Cola appeal more to Republicans than they do Democrats. I should say, when I say Democrats, I don't mean, look, when I say Democrats, I am not talking about people like Joe Biden. I'm not talking about people like Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi, fucking Newsman, the governor of California, or any of those guys. I'm talking more about people more further on the left, people like Bernie Sanders, people like Ilhan Omar, AOC, Bush, like those types of people, and not George W. Bush, the other Bush. She's a lovely black woman. So that's what I'm talking about. Not George W. Bush, not him. But so that's what I mean. Companies aren't on the side of the left, even though Republicans might think that. That's just not true. And if you paid fucking attention, you'd understand that. Okay, where was I? Okay, the president described himself as a proud capitalist. See, what the fuck did I just say? Bro, I just said that. Look, if you are pro-capital, you're basically a Republican. That is literally what I was trying to get at. Alright, look. Alright, if you like socialist ideas and stuff like that, you are most likely not a capitalist. But there's people who are Democrats who are more moderate and kind of more Republican. People like Joe Biden. I wouldn't really consider him a Democrat. Not really. I would consider him more of a centrist or as a Republican. And it's because he says things like this. He calls himself a proud capitalist, brother. Hell yeah. In Friday's remarks, classifying that capitalism without competition isn't capitalism, it's exploitation. Bro, 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 dude. Capitalism is exploitation either way. That is the point. It's about making profit. What do you mean? And I love it because fucking Republicans 9 times out of 10 don't even know the difference between capitalism and like socialism. They don't even know the fucking difference between the two things. They hear socialism, they're like, brother, it's communism. Communism bad. It is so fucking sad to hear that, dude. Like, what do you mean? The point of Okay, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna do it. Because then fucking Republican fucking debate nerds are gonna come at me and be like, actually, that's not what fucking Ben Shapiro watching ass. Okay, I need to chill out. I'm getting too fucking energized. Biden used the order to promote himself as a champion of the working class. Comparing his actions to Teddy Roosevelt's railroad trust crackdown and Franklin D. Roosevelt's efforts during the Great Depression. Bro, you can't compare yourself to these people. Come on now. Come on, bro. Okay, whatever. He said the heart of American capitalism is open and a fair competition. No, it's not. It literally isn't. What the fuck are you? There's no fairness in capitalism. What are you talking about? And he noted that the past few decades have threatened that competition. 40 years ago, we chose the wrong path, in my view, following the misguided philosophy of the people like Robert Bork and pull back on enforcing laws to promote competition, Biden said, invoking the late Solicitor General who wrote a book about how antitrust suits can harm consumers. Okay. We are now 40 years into the experiment of letting giant corporations accumulate more and more power, he added. And what have you gotten from it? Less growth, weakened investment, fewer and smaller businesses. I believe the experiment failed. Yeah, dude, it took you 40 years to fucking realize that? It took you that long? Listen, look, I'm gonna try my best right now to explain capitalism. All right? Monopolies are a result from capitalism. Like the game you play, Monopoly. It's a game, right? And you take over other businesses. When you let big corporations and big companies not only control the marketplace and control all of that shit, but also control the government in some way, which they're doing now, they literally pay Republicans a fuck ton of money for them to pass legislation and to pass laws that would help benefit capitalism and more capital owners. All right? Monopolies being a result of capitalism, they eat up and swallow small businesses. Because you think small businesses can keep up with big corporations? No, they can't. Is that mom and pop shop down the street from you going to be the same as a Walmart or a Target? I don't know, or a Superior or a Food for Less? No, it's not. It's not. So, and Most of the time, capital owners abuse their workers and don't pay them a minimum wage and make their life a living hell. So, yeah, that's exploitation and it's in a nutshell. All right, that's what that is. I tried my best to explain that. If I explained it wrong, then I'm sorry. If you're a fucking debate nerd, don't come at me. I don't have time for you. The order's impact could be felt in industries including agriculture, airlines, health, broadband, and banking. Previously unreported elements include a provision urging the Federal Communications Commissions to reinstate its Obama era net neutrality rules, as well as a call for financial regulations to allow data sharing among financial companies. Bro, that's weird. This is weird. This is weird. Am I reading this correctly, or am I kind of stupid? As well as a call for financial regulators to allow data sharing among financial companies. Okay, bro, that seemed kind of weird to me, but I'm gonna leave it alone because I'm not sure if my assumptions are correct. It dives into the bro. Okay, it dives into the specifics on some policy issues, for instance, by calling for over-the-counter sales of hearing aids, urging the Food and Drug Administration to allow imports of prescription drugs from Canada, and ending exclusively arrangements in which landlords stick tenants with only a single internet option, according to nearly 4,000-word White House fact sheet issued Friday morning. Bro, where's the fact sheet? I want to read it, but then I don't, because I'm tired, bro. Yeah, I guess the White House said order will include initiatives to require airlines to refund fees to passengers who receive shoddy Wi-Fi service or laggy or baggage handling. Restricting businesses' ability to force non-complete agreements on employees, challenge occupational licensing requirements that limit competition in industries like healthcare, and guarantee farmers and motorists the right to repair their own vehicles without voiding warranty protections. The last provision would also help implications for consumer products like Apple's iPhones. Okay, top White House officials said the order seeks to ensure small businesses and consumers have access to a fair markets. Listen, as long as capitalists, as long as capitalists, as long as capitalists and capitalism in general exist in this country, small businesses will never have a fair chance in the marketplace. They won't. And that's the truth of it. Because the point of capitalism is for someone to make profit, for someone to get the most profit. How the fuck do you think we have billionaires and stuff? Why? Because they exploit people, charge way too much money for it. They underpay their workers to where these people aren't getting paid enough money for their labor, and exploit these workers all the time. It's very rare when companies pay their workers a good price for their labor. And even if they do, it's not out of the goodness of their heart. Like, let's say for example, Target. I think Target right now is paying like $14 an hour, I think. And let's say Walmart, I don't know how much they're paying. Let's just say that Walmart's paying $13 an hour. The only reason why they're at those prices is for competition. So if Walmart is paying $13 an hour and Target's paying $14 an hour, more employees are going to want to work for Target, right? Because it's more money. And then Walmart is going to be like, oh shit, dude, we have to raise our wage prices because Target is taking all the employees. So Walmart's like, fuck you, now we're paying $15 an hour. And Target's like, oh shit, okay, I guess we'll do 15 too. And it goes back and forth. It seems it's very slow, but it's effective. And that is the point. They're not doing it out of the goodness of their heart. And even then, most companies don't even want to pay their workers a minimum wage anyway, even though they should. How the fuck do you expect people to live? Why the fuck do you think so many people in this country are working 2 to 3 jobs depending on their state and pay a fortune in rent, and they don't even own a house? It's a very complicated situation, and it's kind of hard to explain to the average person, the average voter. It might be complicated, but at the same time, this is the reality that we live in, and it's very unfortunate, and that's why you have so many people screaming and complaining all the time. Not even complaining. they're exercising their right of free speech to complain about things that they don't like and how they're being exploited and how they want to be treated better. The overarching objective with the executive order is to make sure the president is encouraging competition in industries around the country. White House Press Secretary Jen told reporters Thursday, taking aim at just one industry, the order will cover. She said, it doesn't sound right to most people that there are 3 shipping companies that are dominating the market and upping increasing costs for supply, small businesses, people across the country. That doesn't sound right or fair, because it isn't. Yeah, dude. Okay. Background. The executive order builds off that the former President Barack Obama issued in 2016, which encourages agencies to consider competition in their decisions and rulemaking. Encourages agency to consider. Okay, dude. That order, largely the work of Jason Furman, chair of the White House Council Economic Advisors, came near the end of Obama's presidency. Few agencies followed through on the White House prodding, and those that did saw their actions largely overturned by former President Donald Trump's appointees. And even when they did do that, look, it says few agencies followed through. Few. That's the problem. Here's my problem with Democrats, and I say it all the fucking time. Democrats are so incredibly weak, and I'm not talking about the Democratic voters, people like you and I who vote for these people in power. I'm not a fucking politician. I'm talking about political officials. Democratic political officials are so weak, and they're like, I don't like how they're so weak and they want to appeal to Republicans all the time. It's like, bro, do what the people want you to do. Get people a livable minimum wage. Get women and men maternity leave for their children. Get people free schooling for their children in preschool. Get people free education for community college. Get free healthcare. Do that. But no, they don't want to do it because either half of them are fucking Republican themselves and they're not really a Democrat, or they want to appeal to the daddies of the Republican Party, which is fucking stupid. At least fucking Republicans are blunt and honest about hating Democrats, and at least they're blunt and honest about what they want. You know, at least they're blunt about being racist and being sexist and homophobic and anti-women and anti all this shit. At least they're honest about it. Democrats kind of like to hide behind it, and they're like, no, we're nice. And it's like, bro, come on. Be more aggressive. But I don't think that's ever going to change, if I'm being honest. Or was I? Biden's order goes a step beyond Obama's by offering pointed suggestions for steps to take rather than leaving implementations entirely to the agencies. Okay. The new order is a product of the months of negotiations among the White House officials, particularly Tim Wu, who served Obama's National Economic Council and now a Biden aide focusing on technology and competition policy along with the Justice Department, Federal Trade Commission, and other federal agencies. While the White House can command executive branch agencies like the Department of Transportation and Agriculture to take action, the order styles its directions as suggestions to avoid the appearance of the administration in inappropriately seeking to direct independent agencies like the FCC or FTC. See, so they're doing the same shit the Obama administration did anyway. What the fuck are you saying? Not exactly the same thing, but they're gonna give suggestions. They're not gonna actually make these fucking agencies do it. So, what's the point? It doesn't matter then. Bro, they're doing this and the fucking title has the nerve to say Biden launches an assault on monopoly. Shut up. Oh my god, that's so stupid. That could avoid kind of blowback that Trump faced when he pressed both agencies to crack down on social media companies. Bro, well, that was because Trump was like fucking crazy. What are you talking about? Like, Trump's actually insane though. That's the thing. Okay, a Columbia University law professor and antitrust advocate, Wu is considering one of the founders of the new. I'm not reading that movement and antitrust, along with the blah 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 blah. Okay, okay. The transportation department has already started fulfilling the tasks laid out for them in the executive order. Well, yeah, no shit, because the fucking transportation isn't that a part of the like federal government? Yeah, it's part of the federal government. So yeah. Issuing a new proposed rule immediately after signing amid at boosting transparency of airline fees for baggage and Wi-Fi services, while helping consumers recover their costs with their trips and delays or service is substandard. The rule was mandated in the order. The agency had proposed similar rules in 2016 that would have forced airlines to disclose baggage and change fees before passengers buy their tickets, but the Trump administration canceled the rulemaking. Hmm. I wonder why. The administration also seeks to encourage competition at major U.S. airports with capacity constraints, such as New York, JFK International, and Ronald Reagan Washington National, D.C. Those three airports have takeoff and landing slots. Okay, okay, this is getting boring. The USDA will undertake several rulemakings aimed at protecting farmers and ranchers against unfair practices by large meat packers and other. Okay. The rules seek to make it easier for the agency to challenge unfair and deceptive practices by meat processors that would allow farmers to more easily file complaints with the USDA or sue under the Package and Stockyards Act. People familiar with the order said it would also tighten the rules for so-called poultry poultry grower tournament system. I don't even know what the fuck that even means. In which farmers are paid more or less than their peers in the same area depending on how closely they meet buyer standards. Oh, okay. The agency is also moving forward with rules that seek to increase food access through alternatives in supermarkets like local farmers markets and increase consumer transparency where meat is raised. Labor. The order takes a non-complete agreements, contradictual provisions that would attempt to prevent workers from switching jobs within the same industry. What? Okay, seems very fucked up. Okay, and urges the FTC to make rules barring and limiting them. What? About 1 in 5 Americans today is bound by non-competence, particularly in tech and healthcare, where the clauses are common. Okay, the order will also urge them and the Justice Department to challenge overly broad job licenses requirements imposed by the state government. A move the administration says it can make it easier for workers to obtain new licenses when they move to a new state. During the pandemic, about half of the U.S. states agreed to modify their occupational licensing requirements to allow out-of-state physicians and healthcare workers to work in the state or offer telehealth services. Okay, bro. Okay, financial services. The order is also expected to support open banking regulations, which seeks to allow data sharing among financial firms to increase consumer convenience and price transparency. Yeah, okay, dude. Yeah, for consumer convenience and price transparency. Thank you so much for that. New regulations could also provide more clarity about the consumer, protected in cyber security obligations of financial apps that have access to data from consumers' banks and brokerage accounts. Under okay, blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah, I get it. Progressive groups have called on the Biden administration to adopt a strong interpretation of the law that would make it easier for consumers to switch among bank accounts, to switch among banks and take advantage innovative upstart technology firms that provide leading and investing services. Yeah, dude. Making it better for the consumer equals bad. That's a joke. Don't take that seriously. Right, to repair the order will also task blah 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 on when consumers can blah 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 the widespread. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is so fucking boring. Okay, I have to finish this off. I skipped that part. Okay, this is the last part anyway. The order will urge the FTC and DOJ to update guidance on how they review mergers, potentially pulling back on guidelines the Trump administration approved last year. Those guidelines focused on so called virtual mergers, which involve companies that are not direct competitors but are in the same supply chain and which have typically attracted little scrutiny from regulators. The FTC's two Democrats opposed the Trump era update, calling it overly defendable to businesses. I don't know how to read that. Whatever. Changes to those guidelines could affect several pending deals, including Amazon proposed purchase of MGM Studios. Okay. The order will also recommend the federal banking regulations work with the Justice Department to update guidance on bank deals. The DOJ partners will with the Federal Reserve and the Office of Comptroller of the blah 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 blah, but hasn't changed how. Okay, yeah. So this is the scary, aggressive assault on monopolies that Joe Biden was talking about, brother. Nothing about this was scary. Literally nothing about it. Like, where's the aggressive assault at? Where is the assault? I would like to find it. I want to know where it's at. How is any of this terrifying to fucking Republicans? Oh my god, dude. Pro-capital fucking people are fucking freaks, dude. They're so weird. I hope everyone knows that capitalism is just extremely outdated. Like, come on now. People are starting to have a brain for themselves, and they're starting to realize that their workplace shouldn't be a living fucking hellscape where you want to die. Alright? Whatever, I'm done with this. This is kind of confusing. Again, I'm not a political expert. Alright? It's not like I've been doing this for 20 years. Alright? I'm no expert, so this is kind of confusing, but I kind of got the gist of it. If anything, I'll just do research to understand it more, but for now, I'm done with that. We're gonna move on to good old Texas, brother. Our fucking all-star. I always talk about Texas. I love Texas because they are so fucking crazy. Texas Texas is my all-star because they always continue to amaze me with how insane they are. That's why I love Texas, brother. Hell yeah. Citizens, not the state, will enforce new abortion law in Texas. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about good old abortion and how Texas is going to continue to limit women's rights to their own body. The measure bans abortions about 6 weeks of pregnancy, and it effectively disputes ordinary citizens to sue people involved in the process. Ugh, bro, all these people, what are you doing with your life, man? Like, have you ever done this? Like, bro, to people who are like anti-abortion or whatever and like pro-life, let me ask you, like, have you ever done the thing where you mind your own fucking business? Have you done that? Have you ever done that where have you ever just like minded your own business and like went on with your own life? Have you ever done that? I'm genuinely asking. Have you ever minded your own fucking business and let other people live their life how they want to fucking live it? Have you ever done that? No? Okay, yeah, that explains a lot. Thank you. People across the country may soon be able to sue abortion clinics, doctors, and anyone helping a woman get an abortion in Texas under the new state law that contains a legal innovation with broad implications for the American court system. The provision passed the state legislature this spring as part of the bill that bans abortion after a doctor detects a fatal heartbeat, usually at about 6 weeks of pregnancy. Many states have passed such bans, but the law in Texas is different. Ordinarily, enforcement would be up to the government officials, and if clinics wanted to challenge the law's unconstitutionality, they would sue those officials in making their case. But the law in Texas prohibits officials from enforcing it. Instead, it takes the opposite approach, effectively disputizing ordinary citizens, including from outside Texas. What? Including outside from Texas? Bro, they're fucking crazy. To sue clinics and others who violate the law, it would award them at least $10,000 per illegal abortion if they're successful. Okay, so what this means, if you're confused, basically any person in Texas, or even it's saying outside of Texas too, apparently, which is fucking insane. So that means your neighbors, your co-workers, the fucking person working fucking construction down the street from you in Texas can sue you and your doctor if you try to have an abortion, because now it is illegal for you to do that. That's fucking insane. You know how many Karens are gonna go out of their way to fucking sue people? And if they're successful, they get $10,000? People are gonna be making fat bank off of limiting a woman to fucking do whatever she wants with her body. Bro. Again, Texas Republicans are fucking crazy. They're insane. It's completely inverting the legal system, said Stefan, a constitutional law professor at the University of Texas at Austin. It says the state is not going to be the one to enforce this law, your neighbors are. Yeah, since when the fuck are neighbors the law? Go to school. The result is the law is extremely difficult to challenge before it takes effect on September 1st, because it is hard to know whom to sue to block it, and the lawyers for clinics are now wrestling with what to do with it. 6 weeks bans in other states have all been blocked as they made their way into the courts through the court system. The Texas legislature began a special session on Thursday with the conservative agenda taking aim at voting rights and other issues. Yep, typical Republicans, wanting to not let people to vote, not wanting people to do whatever they want with their fucking body. Just a typical Republican. We see them all the time. Well, I'll be more specific. Republican conservatives. The law comes as the right to an abortion, and the laws governing it are in flux. Abortion opponents have scored major victories in the state legislature over the past decade, with restrictions whittling down across through much of the Midwest and South. The 2021 legislative season has set record for the most abortion restrictions signed in a single year in the United States. Yeah, which tracks abortion statistics and supports abortion rights. Yeah. What is this? Let me see what this is. I know, I'm not gonna do all that. I know a while back I read an article by the New York Times, and I was showing you guys the statistics, and I was showing you the states and how many states have passed legislatures that would prevent women from having abortions, and it was a lot. It was a fuck ton. The Supreme Court has shifted, too, with two conservatives now making up a solid majority in an abortion case before the court next term. What the fuck is the point of having a Supreme Court then? Look, I thought the Supreme Court was meant to be there to sort of have an unbiased situation. Why the fuck? Okay, bro, that's a different thing. I'm not getting into it. I am way too tired and exhausted to be talking about that. Who are these people? State Representative blah 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 spoke in support of the federal. Ew, look at all these old fucks. Oh my god, these are the people who are like abortion bad. Bro, go knit something. Go knit a blanket. What are you doing? Oh my god, she looks like she'll kick my ass. Why does she look so bad? Okay, bro, I am not gonna make fun of these people. I'm not gonna make fun of them. Whatever. Their appearances are none of my business. Critics say the Texas law amounts to the kind of lack of legal system. In an open letter this spring, more than 370 Texas lawyers, including Professor Vladeck, said a central flaw was its attempt to confer legal standings on abortion opponents who were themselves injured. They called the law an unprecedented abuse of civil legislation. It said it could have a destabilizing impact on the state's legal infrastructure. Okay. If the barista at Starbucks overhears you talking about the abortion and it was performed after 6 weeks, the barista is authorized to sue the clinic where you obtained the abortion and to sue any other person who helped you, like the Uber driver who took you there. Yeah. Basically, that's what this is. Literally anyone could fucking sue you. Like, it's that crazy and fucking idiotic and stupid. More statutes do authorize more statutes do authorize private citizens to sue to enforce the law even if they themselves are not harmed. For example, California's protection law, which gives anyone in the state the right to sue a company for dismissing false information or engaging in other unfair business practices, said Howard M. Walsimer. I think that's how you say that. A law professor at Florida International University in Miami. What is different about Texas law? He said is that a private enforcement is not in support of the state enforcement. Yeah, yeah. Which he said was not good for democracy. Okay. Christ. What is more, Supreme Court ruling last month involving a credit reporting company and it rejected the concept of people suing when they were not consensually harmed. Bro, that's so crazy. How the fuck are you gonna sue somebody when you're not even harmed? Okay, Karen. The case involved lawsuits in the federal court by Professor Walsimer said lawyers for the clinic would probably use it in their argument in Texas. The most common place for clinics to challenge abortion restrictions in Texas has been the federal court, where they have won more than half of the state level. Supporters of the new law say it was an attempt to argue abortion cases in the courts of the state where they originated. Texas, without an anti-abortion measures immediately being suspended by the federal government, often happens. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, I was yawning. Okay, John, legislative director for Texas Right to Life, the largest anti-abortion organization in the state, said that some people in the anti-abortion movement thought this was not working in federal court, so let's try a different route. Bro, like, why? Like, why are people like this? I'm genuinely like, why are people like this, bro? Like, why are you trying so hard to interfere with someone else's fucking life? And you're not even making it better, you're making it worse. Half these people don't even know why people get abortions. Again, just not wanting women to have the right to do what they want with their own body. You know? It's fucking stupid. Whatever. I'm not gonna get too into it because I'll start getting fucking mad and I'll start screaming and I don't like being mad. It's an ugly ass feeling because this stuff, honestly, it really does piss me the fuck off and it gets me really, really mad. But I'm gonna do my best to not let it get to me this time. Lawyers for the clinic argue that a 6-week abortion ban is clearly unconstitutional and that the Texas law is designed to insulate, I'm not reading that, the state from a challenge. Federal protection currently extends to pregnancies up to the point at which a fetus can sustain life outside the womb, about 32 or 34 or 23 or 24 weeks. Given that the federal courts are experienced at deciding unconstitutional rights issues, lawyers from clinics say it is logical to go there for relief. The new law, if it takes effect, will make it much harder. The clinics and their staff are stuck in a state court in a defensive posture, and there's a lot at stake. Professor Walsimer said, if they lose, they look on a hook for significant sums of money. The Texas law has energized abortion appointees. Mark Lee Dixon, director of Right to Life, he said he knew many people who were eager to sue abortion providers if the law took effect. Oh my god, dude, get a hobby. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Get a fucking hobby. If you're somebody like an ordinary, regular ass, boring ass fucking person, get a hobby. Why do you care? Get a hobby. Why do you give a shit about the fucking neighbor next door who's gonna get abortion? Who cares? Why do you care? It's the same motherfuckers who give a shit about people being gay or some bullshit. Or people who are fucking trans. Why do you care? Are you gonna fuck them? Why do you give a shit? What about it has anything to do with you? Their situations have so little to do with you, it's fucking insane. Mind your business. Get a hobby. Go play soccer. Go swim. Go read a fucking comic book. Be a manga nerd like other people are. Why do you care? Leave people alone. Like, what's wrong with you? It's literally hurting no one. I'm sorry. I'm malding, okay? I'm malding because I'm upset. Because that part fucking pissed me off. Because many people who were eager to sue abortion providers if the law took place, who are these people? Like, get a hobby. What's wrong with you? Why do you care? Bro, this is what happens when people's lives are so fucking boring and they have nothing to do with themselves. They want to fucking abuse and, like, hurt other people. And they get something out of it. You know, they get money, obviously, if they win the fucking case. That's obviously a motivation. But it's so stupid and it gets me so mad. It's like, what's wrong with you? Literally, what's wrong with you? You're stupid. You're a stupid, stupid person. And I don't care what you say to me. Ugh. And I have these fucking arguments with people all the time. Some people even in my own family. It's like, bro, like, come on, dude. It's so stupid. Whatever, I just gave too much of information about myself. Moving on. Last year, he pushed for the ordinance in Lubbock. Those legal structure was similar. He said that more than 200 churches were part of that effort. Who gives a shit about the churches? Read your Bible. What are you doing with your life? Mr. Dixon travels to cities to help them pass such ordinances and noted that there were at least 30 in the state and had done so. Lubbock was the only one with an abortion clinic, but the sentiment among the people in those places could power a broader effort to enforce it into state law, he said. He said people wanted to sue as an expression of their deeply held belief that abortion is wrong. They saw the procedure as murder of innocent children and they wanted to do everything they could to stop that. Hey, I'm gonna give you a reality check. You do not care about these fucking kids. They're not even kids. They're a cell. It is not a human being yet. It has not developed into a fucking fully functioning person with a conscience. Shut up. You do not care. You don't care. You just want to say that you care because you think you're a shitty person, which you are. And you're bored. That's it. It's the murder of innocent children. Are you fucking absolutely insane? Listen, if you actually care about children, go fix the adoption agency. The adoption agency in this country is extremely corrupt. Thousands and thousands and thousands of little kids and teenagers who don't have a home and are being abused by people every single day, sometimes sexually assaulted, and sometimes murdered. So, if you care about the children, why don't you go help kids who are being in adoption centers, being looked over as if they're little dogs that no one gives a fuck about, or stop world hunger for the children, right? Since you care so much about little kids, why don't you stop the child hunger crisis in this country too? Why don't you do that? Why do you give a shit about unborn people? They're not born yet, you fucking idiot. They don't have a consciousness. They can't even feel anything. They literally can't feel anything. It's a cell. There is no they. It's an it. It is a cell. It is not a fully functioning human being. It cannot feel any pain at all. Why are you complaining? God, these people are like crazy fucking... These are the same people who are like crazy conspiracy theorists who believe like Democrats eat babies. Or some bullshit like that. You're fucking insane. Go get some help. And mind your business. And go actually do something fucking productive for the sake of humanity. Abortion, like that's the biggest fucking problem in the world. Shut the fuck up. Go do something useful. I am so sorry for cussing. But this Like, again, it pisses me off. These people are so pathetic and useless. You're doing nothing for anyone. It's wrong and it's the murder of innocent children. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. You don't believe that. You know damn well you don't believe that. You know that, and I know that, and we all know it. I don't even want to read this anymore. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even want to finish this because I'm already almost done with it anyway. If this shit was longer, I would not read it. Whatever. Lawyers for abortion clinics are deciding on how to respond. Julie Murray, a lawyer for Planned Parenthood Federalization of America, said that if the law took effect, clinics and doctors could defend themselves against citizens who sue and might prevail in individual cases, but that one judge in one case is not binding on their cases. She said that there could be a flood of okay, yeah. Hold on. Sorry for that pause. I had to fucking sneeze, and I was not gonna sneeze into my microphone because that's gross. Whatever. Fuck, where was I at? Yeah, whatever. He did not think it would be a flooded. Okay, state judges will still be expected. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, but the judge threw the blah 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 blah. Okay, I don't care about this. It's a difficult discussion, she said. It's not. It's really not. It is not a difficult discussion. It is not a difficult discussion. It's pretty shut and it's pretty open and shut. I mean, oh my god, dude, people piss me off. Bro, okay, whatever. I'm moving on. That thing got me mad. I'm moving on. We're gonna move on to somebody else very pathetic and stupid and has a sad, sad little life. Marjorie Taylor Greene makes transphobic remarks about the Illinois Congresswoman's daughter. Here we have again Marjorie Taylor Greene again being fucking transphobic and being an awful human being. Okay. Republican Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene made transphobic remarks against Illinois' Democratic Representative Mary Newsman's transgender daughter Thursday, and it's not the first time she's made Newsman's child a target. Wait, how old is her daughter? How old is her daughter? How old is she? Hold on. I need to... Let me see this. I need to know how old this daughter is, because it said child. Her daughter. How old is the kid? Evie. Hold on. How old is she? Like 20? How old is she? Because it said kid. A child. Because I don't know how old the kid is. I mean, she looks kind of small. Okay, whatever. If this is actually a child, if her daughter is actually under the age of 18, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, Marjorie Taylor, like, what's wrong with her? Like, she's a grown-ass adult woman. And you care about a little kid being trans? How fucking sad is your life to where you care about that? Again, it has nothing to do with you. Like I said, it's the same, like, anti-abortion people are the same thing as transphobes and, like, homophobics. Like, what's wrong with you? How was that any of your business? What the fuck is wrong with you? Go do your fitness, you fucking weirdo. If you don't know, like, Marjorie Taylor Greene's like a fitness mom or whatever. Newsman's so-called daughter is a trans biological adult son, approximately close to the same age as my two very much biological real daughters. Okay, and what is your fucking point, you fucking idiot? Okay, again, Marjorie Taylor Greene misgendering Newsman's daughter. Very nice. Greene's controversial rhetoric and behavior has landed her in hot water before. No, it hasn't. She literally faces no fucking consequences whatsoever because our government gives absolutely no single fucks about what the fuck Marjorie Taylor Greene fucking says. In February, she was stripped of all her House committees and assignments. Look, the reason why I think it's nothing is because she hasn't been fucking fired. Get her out of Congress. This bitch fucking compared wearing a mask to the Holocaust. Did you know that? I literally talked about it on stream already. This dumbass compared wearing a mask to being in the fucking Holocaust as a Jewish person. She's insane. Why is she still in office? Why are these people allowed to say these things and yet they work in our government? These are the people who make decisions for you. These are the people that some other fucking crazy ass buffoons elect in power. Ugh, whatever. Green added Thursday that she's been taking to calling Newsom's a new person because she doesn't believe in gender. What? I don't want to offend her, so I changed her name from Newsman to Newsperson. She's very confused, Green said. As a matter of fact, so is her son. Shut the fuck up. You mean her daughter. Bro, like, what the fuck is Marjorie Taylor Greene doing in her spare time? It's clearly not making any new fucking legislations, and it's clearly not doing anything to help the fucking living life of a fucking daily American. She clearly isn't doing that. Oh, what is she doing? Making fun of a child. Because, you know, that's what my favorite representative does in our government. Pat Moline, I'm not reading that. A spokesperson for Newsman declined to comment on Green's remarks and said her office is basically trying to ignore her. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Props to these fucking people. Props to them, because I'm not even gonna lie. I know I'm young and I'm kind of stupid and ignorant sometimes, but bro, if that was me, I could not. If somebody was talking to my kid like that, I'm sorry. You're getting punched in the mouth. Okay? You're getting punched and we're fighting. I don't care. You best know how to fight if you're gonna talk about somebody like that. Oh my gosh, she's just a sad old lady, isn't she? God, Green, get it together. God, your life is so fucking sad. In response to USA Today's request for comment, Green said that Newsman attacked her first. Yeah, she attacked me first, so I'm gonna attack her daughter, who's a child. Yeah, very nice. And reiterated her assertion that Newsman's transgender daughter should not be allowed to share restroom facilities with cisgender girls because of her sex assigned at birth. Yeah, typical issue for Republicans to wrap their head around. As a woman, we don't want men in our bathrooms or in our sports, period, Green said said through a spokesperson. I will keep telling the story of Maria Newsman's attack on me, and no, I will not back down when the media attempts to smear it for me. Bro, no one cares. What the fuck are you talking about? God, dude, I don't care about their little squabble. I care about the fact that we have... Look, again, this isn't me giving a shit about Marjorie Taylor Greene's little drama. I don't give a fuck what she does. Marjorie Taylor Greene could do whatever the fuck she wants in her spare time. I don't fucking care. But the reason why I'm upset is because we have a United States representative in Congress who is bluntly transphobic and makes fun of little trans kids. What is wrong with you? You're sick. You're a sick person. You are upset about living real, alive little kids. Not even little, just all kids and even people in general who are fucking trans when they have so little to do with you. And in your life, they impact you in zero ways. And she's talking about, we don't want them in our bathrooms. Like, bitch, shut up. Suck it up, you fucking crybaby. God, you cry about everything, don't you? I don't want trans people in my bathroom. Look at me. Let me give you some tissues, you fucking crybaby. Blow your fucking nose. Oh, God, these people are so annoying. And it's the difference from them being annoying, but it's different when it's a United States representative who has power in our government to dictate the lives of people. That's what's sick. That's what I'm upset about. If she was just some random girl on the fucking street, you think I'd give a shit? No, fuck you. Suck my dick. I don't care. But no, she is a woman who has power, which is dangerous because she's insane. Again, She literally compared wearing a mask to being in the Holocaust. She's pretty insane if you didn't fucking get that yet. And if you support her, I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, get help. Go see, like, I don't know, bro. You need therapy or something. I'm sorry. Damn, dude, this whole stream has been very out of pocket. Usually in other streams, I'm more contained and more like, I don't know. Sometimes I keep my shit together, but this stream, I am very out of pocket. Ugh. In February, the House floor speech regarding Equality Act legislation protecting the civil rights of LGBT Americans, Newsman said the act was important for transgendered people like her daughter. Newsman then placed a transgender pride flag outside her office and shared a video of her putting it up, saying she wanted Green to see it. Newsman and Green's congressional offices are across the hall from each other. Shortly after, Green tweeted a video of Newsman's speech denying Newsman's daughter's gender identity. In quote, "Your biological son does not belong in my daughter's bathroom, locker rooms, and sports teams," Green said. Green responded to Newsman's video by later envying the creation by creating a similar video of herself, posting a sign which reads, "There are only two genders, male and female, trust the science." Wait, this dumbass is saying trust the science when she didn't even believe COVID-19 was a real thing? Again, Republicans, pick your side. You can't have both. You can't do that. You can't 1 minute say, oh, trust in science, blah, 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 and the other side say, I don't believe in science at all. What's wrong with you? Pick your side. Are you fucking insane? Yeah, this video went viral back in the day. When was this posted? This was posted like a while back. I don't know. I know she posted a sign and she like said something. What was this? Look, this is what she put up. So she put up, there are only two genders, men and females, trust the science. This is her crazy ass. Look at her acting like she did something. Girl. Oh my god, these people are sad. These people are so sad. They have nothing better to do. Girl, if you don't go fucking attack that fucking stack of paperwork on your desk that you haven't touched yet. I still remember that time when she was telling AOC to debate her. She's like a fucking debate nerd. She's like telling AOC, debate me, debate me, debate me, debate me, debate me. You won't debate me, debate me. She like kept fucking telling AOC to debate her. And then when AOC was like, alright, bet. Fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene was like, okay, let me read the paper. Wait, hold on. I said that weird. AOC was like, Green New Deal is good. And then Marjorie Taylor Greene was like, Green New Deal is bad and it's communism. So I want to debate you on this. And AOC was like, okay, bet. And then fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene was like, okay, hold on. Let me actually read the Green New Deal. This bitch didn't even read it beforehand. She didn't even read it. She didn't even know what it was about. She just did that just cuz. Like, girl, you obviously need to fucking educate yourself on some things. Like, why are you attacking people? Mind your business. Work on yourself, educate yourself, and then you could attack people. Okay? At least attack yourself with some fucking knowledge in your fucking brain dead head. Ugh, God, like, I don't know. Marjorie Taylor Greene is just one of those sick people, like fucking Matt Gaetz, who is just really disgusting and weird. They're fucking freaks, dude. Absolute freaks. Okay, I'm honestly done talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm so tired. I'm done with her. I'm moving on. I'm sorry. I didn't finish all that, but whatever. We're gonna talk about student loan debt. Okay. Obviously, we should all be pro canceling student debt. It's a great thing, and it needs to happen because so many kids are fucking suffering at the crippling debt of college. Sadly, obviously, there's a bunch of Republicans, no surprise, who are against it, which I think is weird, but whatever. The Biden administration cancels additional $55.6 million in student debt. Let's see this. The Department of Education canceled an additional $55.6 million in student loan debt for 1,800 students who were victims of a for-profit college fraud, bringing the total amount of cancellation student debt by the Biden administration to $1.5 billion. That's it? Bro, there's always memes online of people being like, oh, Biden did like, I don't know, this amount $1 million of student debt cancellation. And people on Instagram are always like, yeah, congrats to the 3 people who got that fucking cancellation debt. Look at this. It's not even 2,000 kids. It's literally only that. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Today's announcement continues the U.S. Department of Education's commitment to standing up for students whose colleges took advantage of them. Yeah, so every single college. The latest loan cancellation for students who attended Westwood College. Okay. Running Schools of Beauty and Court Reporting Institution. This is the first time the department approved loan forgiveness to students who attended schools other than, okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So they just cancel student debt for people who got fucked over by the colleges. That's it. Bro. More than 60 Democrats sent a letter to Joe Biden on June 23rd urging him to extend the pause of payments and interest for federal student loans, stating that the pause provided immense relief to borrowers and families during the pandemic and would present a significant challenge if it ended. Yeah, I mean, this is true. My sister, she has she has a big chunk of student debt on her hands. There's no shot she's gonna pay it soon. Again, it takes years for people to pay off their student loans and their student debt. And she's still in college, so that student debt is just gonna go up and up and up and up and up. So them wanting to unpause it is very stupid. Because that means people like my sister will have to suffer again from crippling student debt. You know, the American dream. This is what it's all about, right, brother? Hell yeah. Democrats also previously asked for Biden to commit to $50,000 in student loan forgiveness per borrower, something he said he would not do, stating that he'd prefer the money be invested in early childhood education. How about you take money out of the fucking military and, I don't know, stop giving money to fucking Israel and give it to the fucking American people who are suffering with student debt? How about you do that? How about you do that? That seems like a pretty good idea. You know, that would do something. Will that be forgiven rather than use that money to provide money for early education for young children who come from disadvantaged circumstances? Bro, this is his amazing take. He's like, think about the children who come from poor areas. Think about the children who come from, poverty and they come from bad neighborhoods. Yeah, dude, I was one of those kids. I get it. And I don't disagree with him. Of course, invest in children. Of course, invest in education for young kids who come from bad neighborhoods like I grew up in. Motherfucker, I grew up in South LA. Like near Compton and shit. I grew up there. That was my home for majority of my life. I barely moved away from there literally 7 months ago. Like 7 or 8 months ago, I moved away from there. And guess what? The new area that I'm living in, I'm still in poverty. Guess what? I'm not nowhere near middle class. I am still very much poor. So I get it. Investing in children is great. But also, you need to help young kids, like young 20-year-olds and 17-year-olds and whatever, who go to college and they need help. And it's going to take them like fucking years and years and years to pay off their student loan debts. And they're never going to be comfortable. And most of these people, when they get jobs, they're not even going to be paid well. So, and that's the end of it. All right, whatever. Yeah, so it seemed like this amount of money, $55.6 million, only covered 1,800 students. That is it. That's it. You understand how little that is? And those were the kids who got really fucked over by colleges. So Like, yeah, it's good. Like, good for those kids who, like, were fucking fortunate and lucky enough to be pitied upon. But everyone else, you're fucked. I'm sorry. And he said he's not gonna want to forgive student loan debt because, again, if fucking Republicans are still like, he's a Democrat, brother, he's a Democrat. It's like, no, he's not. All right, he's literally not. But whatever. That's Joe Biden's excellent take. Here's a clap for you, Joe Biden. There you go. Good job, man. You saved America. Thank you. Okay.
I can tell you that after careful consideration.
The fuck? Get out of my face. Okay, so I'm moving on to this. White House defense plans for Hunter Biden's art sale. Look, I don't give a damn about Hunter Biden. I know everything about him. Not everything, but I know all the shit that people criticize him for. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I don't give a shit about Hunter Biden. He is not a government official, nor is he involved in government. He's a private citizen. Leave him the fuck alone. Who cares? Why do you give a shit so much? You don't see me all interested in fucking, what's Donald Trump's son's name? Barron Trump? You think I give a shit about Barron Trump? No. Why? Because he's a private citizen and literally a child. I don't care what he does. But it's different when you decide to give a shit about people like Donald Trump Jr. You can use that same argument against me. Okay, well, scary. If you don't care about Hunter Biden, why the fuck do you give a shit about Donald Trump Jr.? Well, I give a shit about Donald Trump Jr. because he's literally involved in politics. So why would I not care about him? Same thing with Ivanka Trump and her dumbass husband. I care about them because they put themselves in positions to be involved in politics. Of course I'd care about what they'd say. But if it's like his other kids who like aren't involved in politics, why do I care? None of my business. He can do what he wants. So you might be wondering, why am I covering this story then? Well, it's for content. That's really it. I personally don't care what he does. But I'm only covering this because the libs and the Republicans might like it. So that's the only reason why. It's just for content. Oh no, Hunter Biden selling art. Ugh, the world's gonna end. The White House on Friday defended the sales arrangement put in place to guard potential conflicts of interest involving the art career of the President Biden's oldest son, Hunter. After careful consideration, a system has been established to allow Hunter Biden to work in his profession with reasonable safeguards, Press Secretary Jen said at a briefing with reporters. Of course, he has the right to pursue an artistic career, just like any child of a president has the right to pursue a career. Psaki said a professional gallery owner will set up prices on Biden's artwork and will handle all transactions. Any offer above the sales price or deemed suspect will be rejected as part of the arrangement, she said. I think it will be a challenge for any anonymous person who don't know and want, and Hunter Biden doesn't know to have influence. So that's a protection, she said. Whether a private gallery owner might be unfamiliar with individuals seeking to buy Biden's artwork to curry favor with the administration. The gallery handling Biden's art told CBS News on Friday that the paintings could fetch between $75,000 to $500,000 each. God damn! Bro. Hunter's gonna be making fat bank. Good for him. The Washington Post first reported on Thursday details of the arrangement surrounding Biden's artwork and the sale suspected to take place this fall. The arrangement is intended to prevent buyers from purchasing pieces to gain access or favor with the White House. Okay? But it represents the latest ethical headache for the president involving the artwork of his son, and the ethics experts warned that the plan could backfire. Okay? The idea is even Hunter won't know. The White House has outsourced the government ethics to a private art dealer who led the office, blah, blah, blah. We're supposed to trust a merchant in the industry that's fertile ground for money laundering, as well as an unknown buyers who could tell Hunter or White House officials, no thanks. Republicans are likely to hold up the Post report on Biden's artwork on Hunter Biden's artwork as another example of the president's son using the family name for personal profit. I was about to say, I was like, can't Hunter Biden just sell his paintings anonymously? Why doesn't he just do that? But at the same time, he wouldn't really make a lot of money. Look, it's gonna be pretty obvious that people are gonna want to buy his artwork because, you know, he's the president's son. Who the fuck wouldn't want that? I mean, I guess a lot of political and historical nerds would want it, right? A number of Republican lawmakers have already pushed for an investigation into Hunter Biden's business dealings and his work for the Ukraine gas company, okay, blah blah, when his father was vice president at the center of the Trump's first impeachment. They're still on that? Come on, Republicans, move on. Pick something different. Go back to criticizing Mr. Potato Head. Go back to doing that. That was actually more fun and entertaining. Ugh. Again, I don't give a shit about Hunter Biden. But Republicans, obviously, they do, because they love him. God damn, they love that kid. Well, man. Anyway, that's it. That's all I have on Hunter Biden, and that's all I have for the news. Actually, I should probably check Twitter. Hold on. I'm done reading that. I'm done with that. So, now I'm going to get into Twitter. I'm going to see what the fuck's happening. If it's anything's interesting, obviously, I'll look into it. That's how this goes. We already read this. Bibles. Representative, what's that said? Madison Cawthorn says the mechanisms needed to execute President Biden's plan to door-to-door outreach. Blah, blah. What? Could it be used to take guns and Bibles? What the fuck? I'm sorry, that laugh was so loud. What is this? What? Representative Madison said the mechanisms needed to execute President Biden's plan door-to-door outreach in areas with low COVID-19 vaccination rates could... What? To take guns and Bibles? Bro. People are crazy. What the fuck? First of all, who's this? Obviously they're a representative, but I don't know much about... Oh, this guy! It's him, the guy in the wheelchair? It's him? I recognized his face. I didn't know his name, but I recognized his face, and I knew he was like in a wheelchair. By the way, wasn't he like accused of raping a girl in college? Wasn't that a thing? Like, wasn't that before his accident or whatever? Like, he was accused of sexual assault of a girl or something? I don't remember. This guy? Bro, obviously I'm not gonna make fun of him. It's too easy. Plus, I don't like making fun of people based on their appearances. But this crazy-ass motherfucker said that it's gonna be an opportunity to take guns and Bibles away from people. That is so funny. Bro. Oh my god, that's so funny. I have to. I have to. Oh, this was at Cpac. Was that earlier? Dude, was that literally the live stream we were watching at the beginning?
Starting to talk about going door to door to be able to take vaccines to the people. Think about the mechanisms they would have to build to be able to actually execute that massive of a thing, and then think about what those mechanisms could be used for. They could then go door to door, take your guns. They can go door to door, take your Bibles. Yeah. And so it's serious.
Bro, he's crazy. You're a crazy person. You're insane, dude. You're insane. That's awesome, though. God, Republicans are so entertaining. I love them. They're fucking great. What? President Biden picks Los Angeles Mayor Eric blah 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 for ambassador to India. Yeah, we all saw that coming. I know. Alabama, brother, what the fuck? Alabama's the only state, blah blah blah. Is the only state less than a third of residents are fully vaccinated. Oof, that sucks. Okay, this shit's boring. Just talking about whatever. Ivanka and Jared. Oh, I was just talking about them. What happened? What is this? Johnny Jackson Yes, today's Democratic Party is made up of almost entirely of socialists, communists, and Marxists. All bad. Fact check. True. Yeah, dude, I love being a socialist. Does he know the difference between those three? By the way, again, like I said, 9 times out of 10, Republicans do not know the difference between socialists, communists. He said Marxist. Like, bro, where are you getting that from? Show us your data. Oh my god, dude. Look, that's a lie because most Democrats would never admit that they want anything to do with socialism or communism because, they're too much of pussies to say that because they're too fucking scared. But that's really funny. Fact check. Jared and Ivanka will be confiscating Bibles to sell them at Cpac and proceed. What? What? I would tell my kids this was Jared and Ivanka? Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Okay, I don't care about them. Who the fuck is Tina? Okay, it's just some fucking Minecraft shit. Cpac, yeah. God, yeah, I was watching this earlier. I didn't finish it though. Bro, I probably missed out on some good shit though. I stopped watching it, but I probably missed out on some good crazy shit they were saying, low-key. The Conservative Political Action Conference is underway in Dallas, Texas, with speakers including Donald Trump. Donald Trump spoke? What the fuck? There's no shot. Did I miss it? Of course I fucking missed it. No. No, dude. Come on, bro. Oh, they're not. It was just a shitty speech. God damn it. No! I am so sad. Ugh, I'm sad. This clip of Representative Mo Brooks lying about the 2020 election at Cpac Dallas shows how Trumpers are just as radical as they were on January 6th. These lies would be central to their campaigns in 22 and beyond.
Socialists want to cancel America.
Bro.
We have to fight back.
Bro, these old ass people barely found out what the word cancel meant, and they fucking using that shit all the time, brother.
To protect our country's greatness.
What greatness is there? What are you talking about, sir?
They are attacking the foundational principles that have combined to give us the greatest nation in world history, to give us who we are. They attack our republic by engaging in unparalleled voter fraud and election theft activities.
By the way, I just have to say this before I get in trouble and just let that play. The election fraud didn't happen.
They attack our First Amendment freedom of speech with censorship from big tech, with the cancel culture.
Bro, you're on Twitter right now. What the fuck are you talking about?
With speech suppression by government activities. They attack freedom of religion. Their view of religion is you can worship in church, but once you open those doors and exit, you can no longer have your religious values. That is not...
Literally no one's saying that. What are you talking about?
Not freedom of religion. You have the right to live your religion 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but that's not what the dictatorial socialists are insisting, and that's not how they're changing America.
I know he's using scary words like socialist and stuff. There's nothing wrong with being a socialist, alright? Let me make that clear. There is nothing wrong with being a democratic socialist. Don't get intimidated or scared by these fucking hogs. I know they use scary words like communist and a Marxist, blah blah blah, when they probably never read a fucking Karl Marx book in their fucking life, nor have they ever read anything before. But there's nothing wrong with it, okay? I'm talking specifically about socialists. I'm not saying communism, alright? Communism and socialism are two completely different things. They are not the same thing. And if you can't see that, then you're fucking stupid. And if you're gonna think that they're the same thing, I'm sorry, you're dumb. They are not the same thing. Alright? If you want to be a democratic socialist, I highly encourage you to do that. You want to know why? Because democratic socialists are the people that advocate for free education, free healthcare, things like that that are so radical and scary. Those are the things that a democratic socialist advocates for and believes in. You know? Being a normal human being and catching up to the rest of the world as they move on without us. That is what that is. Don't be intimidated by these old ass fucking outdated people who are like way past the expiration date. I'm just saying that because I know it can be scary. You don't want to be seen as a socialist or whatever. It's not scary, okay? It's not. And it might be scary for some people to admit that. But guess what? If those are your values, if you're anti-capitalist and you're pro-education and you're pro-women and like pro-immigration and like shit like that, like all those scary, crazy things that, you know, people are terrified of, then guess what? You're most likely a democratic socialist. Sorry to break it to you. That's most likely what you are. And if you're not that, that's fine. Don't hurt anyone though. Don't be fucking crazy like these crazy ass Republicans. Alright? That's all I gotta say. Well, that was it on this. And apparently New York is flooding. But I'm not gonna get into that. Why? Because I'm too tired now and it's fucking hot as shit in this room that I'm in. Anyway, that is all that I have for today's stream. Again, this is a teeny tiny stream, and mainly it's because I ran out of energy and it's super hot in here and I haven't drank any water today, which is very bad. Go drink water, kids. Drink your water. Stay hydrated. Be healthy. I am going to go do that. I'm going to go get some water and be in a cooler room because the room that I'm up in is not it. I'm sweating so fucking much. I always sweat during my streams. But whatever, that's all I have for today. This video should be uploaded to YouTube in maybe a day or two. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.